AI is giving people the illusion of competence, and I think this is on the verge of being a mental disorder. Let me explain. I'm going to tell you a real story of somebody I interacted with who I think fell into this manic Claude episode, and it's a wild story. But before I do, I just want to explain a little bit more about the point. AI doesn't actually know anything, but man, it sure can write like it does. And for folks who don't have deep expertise, this is actually somewhat challenging because it makes them feel like they have all the knowledge that they need when they really don't, and they don't even have the knowledge they need to be able to understand that what they're producing with AI isn't at a certain standard. Let me give you a real example of this. I was working with somebody who was doing some sales work, and they were learning about the product. They sat in on demos, listening to how the product was being sold, and this was a software product. And what they ultimately did was they started creating materials for themselves to help them better sell the product, which makes total sense. Here's where it gets not so good. This person all of a sudden starts sending me 10, 20, 30. I have around 50 documents from this person. Many of them are 40, 50 pages long of just AI slop on how to sell this product. And there's no reason to send this stuff to me, first of all. But also, if you read the stuff, it's not usable. Like if you're a sales rep, you can't use these materials. They're so verbose and complicated, and using them is just like crazy because of the way that it's structured. It's just odd. Now, this is a person who is a salesperson, and they have some of the skill of selling, but they've never run a team. They've never produced enablement material. They don't actually know what they need in order to sell the product because it's always been given to them. And this matters because since they don't have the expertise, they cannot judge the output that they're getting. And that's the point I want to make with this video. AI is a wonderful tool for people who have a role, who understand what they do, who have expertise in something. But for folks who don't and try to use it to pretend they do, it can create a big problem. And for some folks, they get so addicted to the dopamine hit of producing materials that to them looks like it's at an elevated level than they're normally capable of producing. This can cause a really big problem because they get addicted to creating this type of stuff and then rain AI slop around everybody else in the workplace.